was on maybe one service, maybe a couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay.
You've been coming quite often now, Sharon, to like.
Yeah, this is like a really comfortable place for me, and I've been getting like a lot of really, really good messages. So I
Mhm.
was like, why not? You know?
I love that.
Yeah, Matisse, I know Sundays are rough, but for you because you work. But at any point in the future, if you're available, I've been doing these message services on Sundays,
Fun.
5 p.m. And it just anybody that's a psychic medium comes, and then a bunch of people uh, logs on, and we just give messages, as many as we can give in the hour. I think the last service, we ended up having 17 or 19 people.
Wow.
And I think we had 3 or 4 psychic mediums going. Yeah, so was Yoli's been joining us?
Oh, amazing.
Messages. So
From Europe?
yeah, from Europe.
Yeah. What fun. Good for her. And I just saw today that she's co-conducting for you.
Yes, on Friday. It's her internship.
Wow. I'm so proud of her. That's so exciting.
But maybe I'll consider, they're interchangeable. We could even switch the message services to the Wednesday service at 7 p.m. And then just do the healing one on a Sunday. It feels like Sunday maybe even energetically,
Yeah.
like a day of like, okay, let's rejuvenate, let's prepare, heal our bodies before the week.
Right.
So I may switch it where I do a message service during the week.
Well, look, don't change anything on my behalf.
No, it's not on your behalf. I'm just realizing it as I'm speaking.
I would be so excited if that were the case.
I just got the thought in my head, and for a reason. So it may be that we switch it.
I'll be your reason.
Is that not a song? Is that a line in a song?
I don't know, but it should be.
I feel like Enrique Iglesias.
There you go.
In this song in Enrique. I'll be your reason. I don't know. Well, thank you all for joining. Hi, Shimmy.
Hi. Hi, Matisse. Hi, guys. Matisse, congratulations on your new apartment.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm
You're
so
enjoying
happy.
it?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm the happiest
good.
person ever.
Yeah, it looks
That's
so
good.
It looks so cozy and comfy.
It is. Terence, I can't wait to see for you to see what I've done with the place. Terence helped me move, so he saw me. He was the first person to see the apartment in complete dishevel, but I couldn't have done
unloading
it.
boxes and artwork. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, you'll have to come down soon.
Yeah, we're neighbors, so we're only a few blocks. I'm less than a 10-minute walk from Matisse. So
speaking of which, I think I'm deeming you the keeper of my second set of keys.
I was thinking about that, because I was like, I never like, I gave my keys to Janet, but it's so inconvenient.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, who? Oh, I know exactly who I can give it to.
But then
he's never home, but I'll get them eventually.
I'm home. Anyways. Well, thank you for all. Yeah, we'll do that exchange.
Yes.
Well, thank you all for joining this intimate gathering of the Open Doorway service. It's a special one. At least that's what I have said in the before, that it is a special one. So we'll begin it with a prayer, an opening prayer, an invocation, as they say. Let's close our eyes and take a deep breath in, and really fill in our lungs with that wonderful, beautiful air that we so need, and such a healing vibration that we receive from it. Divine Parent, thank you for granting this space. Thank you for bringing us together like-minded individuals, kind-hearted, and in search of their own spiritual advancement. Allow us to raise our vibrations towards that advancement. And may all that wisdom and that healing be instilled in our minds, our bodies, and our hearts. Amen. And we will now read the Spiritualist Principles together. We subscribe to the following principles: infinite intelligence, the deity, the designing and creating energy for everything in the universe. One universe, many dimensions. From one source came all that is present in our world, our galaxy, and beyond. The immortal soul. The soul is eternal. We seek truth within ourselves, from other souls, from sacred writings, and from the natural order that sustains us. Communication between the material and the non-material world. Spirit transcends all dimensions. All souls, flesh and spirit, communicate with each other. Personal responsibility. Cause produces effect through thoughts, words, and deeds. We create ourselves and our circumstances, and we are singly responsible for our choices and creations. And lastly, the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is our highest morality. Okay. Thank you. Normally, this is for the healing services, we usually go into a guided meditation, and we will do that this evening, but I'm going to take this time to introduce our theme for this service in regards to healing and empowerment. And Shimmy will already have listened to this earlier today. And if you get our newsletters, you may have already stumbled upon a video that I had put in our newsletter. And if you haven't, then good. This is a new experience. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just reserve 3 minutes aside for you to listen to a message from Reverend Paul, who, before his passing, we, in this very room actually, that he used as a living room, and as he was wearing his pajamas, we recorded what we thought was going to be a podcast. We wanted to create a podcast, and he would give 5-10 minute lectures and lessons and wisdom. And we wanted to spread that out to the community as well as others. And a lot of those recordings are just on my hard drive, yet to be unearthed and listened to. But I felt that this time of year is appropriate to hear from our founder and our friend, Paul. And what better message to have for us to reflect on for the end of the year. And I also stated in our most recent newsletter that went out just a few hours ago that December being a very important time in Paul's journey. The 9th is his 3-year transition anniversary, and 20 days later, on the 29th, is his birthday. And he would have been, would have been 89, I think, 88, something like that. No, he would have been in his mid 80s. And because he was just shy of his, I believe his 83rd birthday. And so he would be 86 today, the 29th. So, but we get to still celebrate it. At least he still celebrates it. Because any opportunity for him to be the star. But for those who hadn't met Paul, you'll get a sense of his vibration and his wisdom and his kindness in this little video. So I'm going to share my screen and play it for you all, and we're going to talk about it. Just let me know if the sound is.
Today,
Can
I
everybody
wanna
hear it? Give me a
focus
thumbs up.
on a stepping stone.
I'm going to play it from the
to you.
beginning so that I'm not interrupting you.
Today, I want to focus on a stepping stone to your path to wholeness. We all seek the best for ourselves, which might include sacrificing our time, money, and effort for the sake of others. Spouse, significant other, child, friend, relative. Each of us seeks wholeness, that undefinable feeling or state of mind that tells us we are accomplishing something very important for ourselves. And it relates to our spirituality. Whether we go to church or not, believe in an infinite deity or not, we search for meaning that gives our lives value, that being on this earth, we have accomplished something important, and to give us hope for a future of contentment. The feeling of wholeness can alter through time because of our changes, finances, personal circumstances. What was important at 25 can change radically by 50. Identifying the feeling within you can be achieved through knowing who you are and through meditation. I emphasize meditation. It's free, it's easy to do, and can help you to identify this feeling. You don't need to save the world. Taking care of yourself first and then helping others is a key to achieving wholeness. So don't be afraid to look into yourself. You might be more pleasantly surprised than you think. I have a task for you this week. Search for wholeness within yourself. Take an hour, any hour during the week. Ask if you're whole. What makes you whole as a person? Give yourself 30 minutes to think about that. Then take 30 minutes to think about what doesn't make you whole. At the end of the hour, make a list. Keep that list and actively pursue what makes you whole. what doesn't. Actively deny it in your life. Thank you for listening, and may Spirit bless you until our next visit.
Welcome. You say Amy, but it's Abada.
I know, Amy. I'm at Amy's, but she can't be in
Never
this.
had that happen before with this.
Hey,
How
Amy.
is it happening?
Lord.
Who's doing it?
That would have been my computer that did that.
Oh, that's your computer? No wonder.
Yeah, and I didn't even touch
You
it.
got the water?
I hear Janet's
Well,
laughter.
This thing in front of me said,
Look presentable, David. It's being recorded.
but
Maybe it wasn't me, because I just tried to turn it off and it
choices
said,
are-
ask the host to turn it off.
Oh, that's because
my
I'm
choices
playing, I'm
say
playing something
that
on
I
YouTube.
can-
That's why.
I'm consenting to be recorded and I either continue or leave the meeting. I don't want to do either one.
Oh, it was Janet.
Isn't that pleasant to hear Janet's voice without Janet being here? But not as it's more pleasant to hear Janet's voice in person.
Oh
Sorry.
my God, that was such a trip. I was like, where is she?
Yeah, I thought David and Janet were hanging out with Amy and Mata.
Wow, that really threw me for a loop.
Sorry, everybody. It's that playlist select that playlist option and YouTube. But welcome, Amada. Thanks for joining us. You probably heard the tail end of it, but I'll send the link for everybody on YouTube to review it and play it as often as they'd like. And I'll try to in the future probably do more with some recordings that I have of him. But let's talk about what he discussed in that little lecture. This discovering of wholeness, of what creates that wholeness within ourselves. And he indicates that knowing ourselves through time as being one way of discovering ourselves, and therefore figuring out our what completes us, but also through meditation, but through the exercise that he gave us, which, let's put a word to it, reflection. Once we take that time to reflect on what completes us, what creates that wholeness within ourselves, then we can implement it in our lives. And Paul most definitely knew that lesson very well. Having been on the planet in this plane for 83 years, and having had many ups and downs in that journey that ultimately led him to spiritualism, into New York, and to the people that he met here, and the friends that he met here, and the family that he brought with him to New York, but also the family that he created here. And I often reflect on the time when he was in hospice that I asked him, Paul, did you ever regret not finding spiritualism sooner? And he said, no, I needed to find it at the time that I found it. And none of that experience that I had in my life was a waste. It all led me to here. And I'm leaving this plane with immense joy and happiness of the life that I created for myself. He had always wanted to live in New York. He tried several times over many decades, but none of those times stuck. except for the time that he decided in 2012 that he was going to move. And lo and behold, it just conveniently happened to be around the same time that I decided I was going to move to New York. And then finding spiritualism in his 70s, late 60s, early 70s, it was always something that he wanted to pursue, but through relationships and friendships and his personal background, both his upbringing and his religious upbringing, especially, it was always something that he put aside and was almost denied within himself. But then it was this erupting feeling or urge that he had to do this. He was drawn to it, and it gave him such happiness in the last few decades of his life, having found spiritualism and becoming a minister in the spiritualist faith. So why I go on this little tale about Reverend Paul is that his experience can apply to our own lives, to our own journey, if we take the time to reflect on what completes us, what makes us whole, and what allows for that growth for our spirit. And we try to carve out that space to allow for that growth. And we let time do its work. They say that time heals all wounds, right? Well, it does more than just that. Time can be molded and shaped. It is a creator, but is also a destroyer. And it has this immense power to it that if we just carve out, as he said, 30 minutes to say, okay, what completes me, what makes me whole, and then take the other another 30 minutes and say, okay, what doesn't, and maybe keep it in the back of your mind or jot it down on your phone or on a piece of paper, and just say, okay, I'm going to actively pursue what makes me whole, and then deny and eliminate all that doesn't, that fractures me. And when we know that we go towards a place of wholeness, it's almost like knowing when you're sick. You receive symptoms when you're sick, like a runny nose or a sore throat, or your stomach doesn't feel right. Your body's communicating to you that something's off, something's wrong. Well, when you go towards that direction of wholeness, or when you go to that direction of the opposite of wholeness, something that fractures you or divides you, you can feel the manifestations of that energy, where something doesn't feel right to you. Well, trust it. Trust that feeling, because that's your intuition guiding you and leading you to that wholeness and away from what doesn't complete you. So this little lecture, this little talk given from Paul, I would ask all of you to take a moment right now. You don't have to write it down. I feel like you can do that after the service if you want, or whenever you want during this week. But let's just close our eyes for a moment and let's think of the things that complete us and make us whole. And let's focus on those things. And they could be images, thoughts, whatever you feel called towards. And let those feelings go through your mind. Now with these thoughts, these intentions of wholeness, keep those in your mind as we prepare ourselves for meditation. And we will set those intentions into our hearts and our bodies. And they will so be. So begin to relax your body wherever you're sitting. Breathe gently, filling your lungs with that sacred air. You have to wiggle in your chair or couch, whatever seat you find yourself in. We begin to relax our body with every breath. And let this relaxation drape over you like a warm, cozy blanket of protection, of healing. feel tenseness in your face and neck drift away. Begin to feel the vibrations of this relaxation, tingling, beginning to spread gently to your shoulders, down into your arms, to your hands and fingers. Begins to move down your shoulders like a gentle rain down your back. Spine. Moving to your hips, waist, and stomach. Down your legs, to your knees, down your calves and shins, to your feet and toes. With every breath, you feel power, vibrations, this healing energy has relaxed you. It has brought you calmness. Mind begins to quiet. Any thoughts or worries are gone. The noise of the city and the street fade away. All you hear is the vibration of my voice. Begin to feel weightless. Supported, floating, the room around you fades in the background. And you're surrounded by white light. It's warm, glowing. You feel safe in this space. You know that all around you is healing and love. You realize that in this space, you're standing completely surrounded by white. You may not know where you are, but you are safe. It's a beautiful place. You feel this positive energy around you. You look around, see what else is there. And you notice just a few yards away, a table. Curious, not sure. You step closer towards it. And you begin to notice items on this table. What's there? You see items there on this table. Recognize these items. That represent what makes you whole. See them displayed ever so neatly and carefully table before you. You pick up each item in your hands. Each item brings a smile to your face. For each one represents a moment, place, person, aspect of self. Feel as though you are a small child again. Being discovered a set of toys to play with. The joy, shown on your face can be felt in your heart. But you notice something does not feel right. As you pick up each item, place it back on the table, realize that why aren't these items together? Why are they separated? Why are they on the table? As soon as this thought enters your mind, feel something in your hand. Bring up your arm to your eyes. You notice a needle, string. Smile and laugh to yourself, knowing what yourself has asked yourself. With that needle and with that thread, pick up each item and you gently thread each item together. Take a moment to pause, reflect on each item. Gives you hope, gives you laughter, gives you wonder, gives you love. And each time you pick up that item, after you feel as though all the items are sewn together in your hand, you look at wonderment of what you have created. Mishmash, collage of all those items. Turn into a ball of light. Brighter, warmer, the room, space around you. Feel that glow in your hands, on your face. Lights up your eyes, brings a smile. All these things are whole together as one. You know all the love, memories, thoughts that are contained within this ball of light. You had been the one to sew it together, to create it. With this ball of light, gently bring it in to your chest. Let your heart light up. Its vibration, with its warmth. Let that feeling come over you. That feeling of wholeness. Sense of completeness. Who you are, where you are going. What are you meant to do here? All those questions are answered. Answered by what you have sewn together. What completes you, makes you one. And let that light in the center of your chest extend up your neck, mouth, nose, ears, eyes, and your mind. Let it fall gently down. All the other parts of your body, shoulders, back, part of your body lighting up. Going down past your hips, into your legs and feet and toes. Now you feel whole, unrecognizable. You are a being of pure light. Your arms stretched outward. Letting this feeling be fully absorbed into your body and into your spirit. This light dims. Recognize yourself again. Knowing this light is still within you. Like sound, your heart together, mind together, your body together, your spirit together. It's one. Table is gone. There's a chair in front of you. You decide to sit. Close your eyes. Let the space of white light around you fade away. Begin to feel the weight of your body. Begin to feel the support beneath you, the floor, the seat. That you had just left like moments ago. Feel the tingling of that light within you, all over your body. Noise, the outside world, the room you had just left, back into your ears. Have a sense of where you are now. When you are ready, knowing that you are whole, you may open your eyes and return. And we will read off the prayer for spiritual healing. Oh, let's stretch out a little bit. Get back into our bodies and sense our bodies again. We ask this great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from our minds and bodies and to restore us to perfect health. We ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and we will do our part. We ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. We put our trust in the love and power of Spirit. Amen. And before I go on what's coming next with the open doorway, I would just direct everybody to a organization, a charity that I would, if you are so inclined to donate or help in any way, the Prostate Cancer Foundation. This is the world's leading philanthropic organization dedicated to the research and eradication of prostate cancer. This is the type of cancer that Paul was diagnosed with before his transition, and it affects a lot of men on this plane, and a lot of people on this plane as well. I would just ask you to, if you want to maybe donate $1 or $5, $10 this holiday season to a charity, maybe consider the Prostate Cancer Foundation as that charity to contribute to. And it's very easy domain to remember. pcf.org. Very easy to remember. And with some events coming up for the open doorway, we have our next online service. This is a message service. I will be the presiding minister, but I'm sure we will have other guest psychic mediums jumping on and giving messages. This will be December 19th at 5 p.m. That is a Sunday. And we have if you can't wait till messages until the 19th, we got a message circle coming up this Friday. December 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And it will be myself and the wonderful and lovely Yoli Avalos, who is a new psychic medium to the Open Doorway, but she has been most welcome. And you have probably seen and noticed her on our services and giving messages at those services. And she's also attended a few message circles too as a participant, just hanging out. And we're just very much happy to have her energy and her ability be part of this wonderful community, this growing family. And then December 17th will be our last message circle of the year at 7 p.m. They're both Fridays, and that will be with myself and the wonderful Chris D, who is most definitely a unknown face to the Open Doorway community as a frequent co-conductor of our message circles. And she is a very good friend and fellow minister and just overall a wonderful person. So if you want to come and support and get some messages before the end of the year, these are your opportunities. A lot of messages going out there. We got a message service and we got a 2 message circles. And then of course, if you want to sign up for any of those message circles online, you would just go to awakeningny.com/workshops. All right, let's close the service with a prayer, a benediction. Divine Parent, thank you for allowing us to be here together, allowing us to absorb the healing vibrations, and for bestowing us that immeasurable gift of wholeness, that drive, that power, that love, that want, and intuition within us that has helped shape who we are and where we are going. Those are all blessings. Blessings that allow us to have sewn together our wholeness. In your name and light. Amen. Well, thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
And being a part of that journey. I know there were some technical issues throughout, but we got through it. We got to hear some Janet, which I haven't talked to Janet in some time, and I'm not happy about it. But
Terence, you're
yes.
still recording. You're still recording.
Oh, I'm still
No,
recording. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what we're still recording.
Okay.
Thanks, T. I gotta run, but it's so good to see you all.
Yep. Nice to see you.
Have a great night.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, good night.
Good
See you
night.
Friday.
Good night.
Okay.
So long. Till the next time.
Okay.